block. There's the inbounds, and there's the end of the first quarter. We played one here at the Castle. 13-8 the score. We'll take a break. Be back with quarter two after this, live and free.
Feel like I should go.
Well, I think the first thing I would say to recommend this school is that it's affordable and flexible. And then the program itself, I would say that it has a very diverse, broad spectrum of fieldwork and career opportunities. I think the thing that prepared me the most was having that on-site directed practice, so I could actually be in an agency working with real people. And there's a ever-growing need for social work, especially in our community here.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Start of the second quarter, and it will start with a Danville turnover. We'll take a look at that right here. Back here at the Castle. Again, apologies for the internet snafu. We completely lost internet for a minute, but we're back and rolling right now. 13-8 the score in favor of Danville. And they get a steal. Into the lane, layup good. Zoe Knightselt. 15-8. Led so far by Kenzie Stotts, who has 9. See trying to collect it, get it outside. Left side, Cooper for 3. Wide open, she hits it. A big bucket there for Northmor. She's got 7. 15-11. And good hands there to knock it out of bounds and keep Danville from advancing. We'll take a look at the Northmor Athletic Boosters replay here. Just wide open. You cannot leave her like that. Cooper 33% from the three-point line before this game. And they get a turnover. Out and running. Brinkman into the lane. Fouled. She'll get free throws in the Lady Knights now with some momentum. Danville was able to control the pace in that first quarter. Northmor trying to speed it up a little bit here. That'll be the second foul on Stotts, and that's not what Danville needs. First free throw up and in for Brinkman. Now 1 of 2 on the day from the charity stripe. Make it 2 of 3. And just like that, it's a 5-0 run for the Lady Knights to start quarter 2, and they get an almost turnover. But Brinkman too much into the body there. That's a foul. That'll be Ryan's first. Riley Johnston checking in for Danville. Just underway second quarter. 15-13, Devils lead. Hackman gets a screen. Baseline, kicks it ahead, but it's stolen away again. Into the lane, Brinkman got it. Tie game. Ryan with 6. And just like that, we're even. Almost another steal. Hackman, though, gets across the timeline. Shelby Cooper recovers. Nearly forced another turnover. And finally they do, the 7th Danville turnover. Here comes Shelby Cooper. Stops at the elbow, will pull it back out. Right with it, and we're going to get a bump foul against Danville. That'll be Hackman's first. Emma Wise will check in for the first time, while Carter comes back in. 2 minutes gone by here, second quarter. A 7-2 Northmor start has this tied. In the Brinkman, nice move, nice layup. Northmor leads. Post move by Brinkman, now she's up. Three in the air for Wise is off the mark. Lady Knights get the board. Looking to add on to the lead. Outside, Cooper, can she hit her third three? You bet. Shelby Cooper, 10 points. And we'll get a foul against the Lady Knights, but here's the three brought to you by the Athletic Boosters in Northmor High School. Brinkman will get called for the foul. She'll take a break. And now into the game for Danville. Sierra Shields. Northmor still in their man-to-man defense. They switched things up against Cardington, but have been strictly man here tonight. Hard taken there for Danville. Offensive rebound, and we're going to get a foul. Wise able to get the board. And that foul, I believe, is going to go against Bella Smith, her first. Team's third. We're only 3 minutes into the quarter. Late substitution. It'll be Nightzelt that'll come in now. Danville got to get it in. They do. Carter, layup, no. Rebound fought forward, taken out by C. Northmor out and running. Cooper to the other Cooper. Shelby for another three off the mark. Maybe rushed it a bit. Long rebound, long run out for Emma Wise. Wise kicks it back out. Lepley thought about the three. Gets into the lane, gets it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Danville with 4:29 left in the half. Nice take, but good recovery there by Bella Smith to deflect it out. Lepley, straightaway three, yes. Lepley now with 6. That's her second field goal of the game. It's 20-18. Madi, right side to Smith. Mid-range jumper, a little too strong. Long rebound again out to Danville. Chance to tie or take the lead here at the midway point of quarter two. Lepley, tough shot, no. One and done. Shelby Cooper, nice spin move into the lane. Strong with it, but off the mark. Another turnover, though. Into the lane. Smith kicks it back out to Madi See. Skip pass just inside the three-point line for Welch. It rings around the rosy and goes out. Couple tough breaks on both sides here. Lepley thought about the three. Right side against a 2-3 zone. No. Good look, though. Cooper will come out with it. Comes Riley around the defender. Forces it up, but gets fouled. And more free throws coming up here for the Lady Knights. Foul will go against Emma Wise. So we get into the free throw zone. First shot short. Cooper scoreless so far tonight. Averages 6.3 points per game. However, 5.5 assists per game. That's good enough for second in the KMAC. She's 3 assists behind Kendall Neal coming into tonight for the KMAC lead. Second free throw good. Her first point. It's a 3-point game as she'll check out. Checking in is Ryan Brinkman. 3 minutes left in the half. Golden Knights lead 21-18. Trying to extend on its best start in quite some time. Smith into the corner to Lepley. Now out to Blakely, and it's blocked. Here's the replay of all of that. Reagan Welch with the block. A great save by Cooper, and then Welch catches it and gets fouled. Baseline jumper, and we'll get a foul. That'll be against Emma Wise, her second. Was before the shot, though, so Northmor will inbounds. However, they'll be in the bonus for the final 2:30. They turn it over, though. 5th Lady Knight turnover. Actually, the 6th, we had that player control foul. Northmor leading by 3. Lepley crosses over, loses the handle. Run out to Brinkman. Ryan into the lane, scooped it around the defender and made it. Brinkman into double figures, 23-18. Lepley. Northmor back in the man. Lepley with a jumper, no. Tough shot along the baseline. However, they get the offensive board. Good pass inside, missed second chance, yes. Knights out, got 4 points. That's the 9th offensive rebound for Danville here today. 23-20 the score. Brinkman almost walked. Gets it away to Smith. Smith, extra pass off the glass, no. Wright fighting for it. Ball will be a jump ball, and it will be a change of possession. Danville sticking around here. They've had a few games where they just came up a bit short. 59-52 to Lucas, 61-57 to Mount Gilead, 51-47 to Cardington. Lepley through the defenders and in. Nobody wanted to stop her. She took it all the way for her 8th point. 1-point game here under a minute to play in the half. Right. Into the lane. And a timeout, Taylor Tackett. Northmor with a 15-9 quarter so far, but only a 1-point lead. This North Central State College timeout. Hello to Cheryl Sheldon watching on Facebook. See the folks on YouTube are back. Thank you for rejoining us after our internet issues. Take a look at the student section. All decked out in Christmas decor here tonight. .9 seconds left here in the half. Currently the possession arrow is for Northmor, so if we were to end the half without a change of possession, they'll get the ball to start half number 2. into Cooper. Back to Riley with 41. Right. Picks up the dribble, keeps the pivot foot, skips it back to Shelby. Back out to Riley, deep three, got it! Riley Cooper's first field goal is a 3 to make it a 4-point game with 20 seconds left in the half. Anderson gets it away. Final 10 seconds. Knights Celts entry pass deflected, but into the hands of Hackman. Hackman throws it up with 2 seconds. Got it at the buzzer. Just had to throw it up. She did, and she hit it for her first field goal of the game. It's a 3-pointer as we reach the half. Halftime at the Castle. Danville sticking around. It's 26-25. We'll take a break. Be back with the halftime report after this. Live and free on a Tuesday night.
Were you expecting someone else? Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report. All I want for Christmas is you to watch The Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
Well, I think the first thing I would say to recommend this school is that it's affordable and flexible. And then the program itself, I would say that it has a very diverse, broad spectrum of fieldwork and career opportunities. I think the thing that prepared me the most was having that on-site directed practice, so I could actually be in an agency working with real people. And there's a ever-growing need for social work, especially in our community here.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Tonight's KMAC action on the girls' side brought to you live and free on the OH Report. thanks to our generous sponsors. First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. Andy Bauer, Edward Jones, Financial Advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care about most, Andy can develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Northmor Athletic Boosters. Northmor Athletic Boosters raise funds to support our Golden Knights student athletes, coaches, and community. Go Knights! LiUNA, Local 1216. Feel the power of Local Union 1216, serving members in North Central Ohio with workplace safety, protection, training, and more. Find out more online on our website and Facebook page in the description. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Scout Construction Services, LLC, with more than a decade of business. You can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout for more info, 419-989-7240. And the Holiday Hoopla, Ohio's top teams, one epic showcase. And even better, we're the ones putting the broadcast on. $20 per day or $50 for the whole weekend. 14 games showcased. Check that out in our description. When we come back, the halftime report brought to you by First Federal Community Bank.
Well, I think the first thing I would say to recommend this school is that it's affordable and flexible. And then the program itself, I would say that it has a very diverse, broad spectrum of fieldwork and career opportunities. I think the thing that prepared me the most was having that on-site directed practice, so I could actually be in an agency working with real people. And there's a ever-growing need for social work, especially in our community here.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Back here inside the First Federal Community Bank halftime report. Your score at the break, 26-25 in favor of the Lady Knights of Northmor. So we take a look at the halftime statistics brought to you by First Federal Community Bank. It's a close one. Danville, 1 more 2. Northmor, 1 more 3. 3's better than a 2. That is your 1-point lead right there. Both teams 4 free throws, 4 of 6 for Danville, 4 of 7 for the Golden Knights. Danville out-rebounding Northmor 18-12. That is because a 9-4 advantage on the offensive glass. However, Northmor's forced 9 turnovers to help them with that number. 26-25 is the score. Individual scoring for the first half. First for the Lady Devils of Danville, led by Kenzie Stotts, 9 points. Kendal Lepley with 7. Kelsey Halfman with 4. Zoe Nightzelt also with 4. As for the Lady Knights, they have 2 players with 10 points. I said this in the game on Friday night against Cardington. Having multiple players that can give you 10 points a night is very, very good. Well, they had it again. Shelby Cooper, 10 points. Ryan Brinkman, 10 points. Riley Cooper with 4. Reagan Welch with 2. 13-8 Danville in the first. 18-12 Northmor in the second for your 26-25 score at the break. This is a big quarter for both teams. Third quarter so far this season, Northmor outscoring its opponents 89-48, while Danville being outscored in its biggest margin of any quarter, 105-67. So this is where the game could change here this evening. Northmor will get the ball. They'll be going from left to right. Lady Knights 5-1 on the season. Danville looking for its first win. However, they've had 4 really close games, just have not been able to come out on top. Cooper starting with the first shot of the second half short. Danville keeps it 1 and done. There's Lepley looking for the entry pass. They get it. Good extra pass right side. Layup shot doesn't go. Offensive board put back. Danville leads. Carter gets her first points of the night. 27-26. Cooper around the screen. Gets it to Riley. She'll try the 3 for the lead. Just a bit off the mark, though, and another 1 and done. Lepley gets the board. Ahead to Hackman. A Hackman extra pass. Another extra pass. Carter's got back-to-back buckets. Extra passing by Danville. They're up 3. Shelby picks up the dribble, gets it back out to Smith. Over. A walk will be called. The 7th Northmor turnover against Madi See as we take a look. Look at just an extra pass. Nice take. Left-handed layup. Danville with a 4-0 start to this third quarter. Lady Knights going 3-quarter court press, but it's broken. Lepley into the corner, trapped. Nearly falls out of bounds, but gets it away to Stotts. And that'll be a jump ball, and it will stay with Danville. Carter just able to get a hand on it as it was going over her head. Able to get the mutual possession. Carter muscling her way, but gets it blocked. That was Smith with another deflection. Madi See back out to Cooper. Now to Riley. Riley, nice crossover. Gets around her defender. Smith to See. See lost the handle going up. Ball's on the ground, goes through the legs of Knightselt, and somehow Northmor gets it back, and it'll lead the free throws by Madi See. Nice bounce pass there by Ryan Brinkman to set that up. It's going to be the first foul against Carter. As See, with her first free throw attempts of the evening, she went 7 of 9 against Cardington in their win, but misses the first. Overall on the season, she is a 60% free throw shooter, goes 1 for 2. Her first point, 29-27. Hackman into the lane, gets a screen, but short on the layup. See gets the board. Out and running is Northmor. Riley Cooper, baseline, jump shot, short though. And they go 1 and done. Stotts able to muscle the rebound there. Hackman back out to Lepley. Pace is picked up. That's usually Northmor's benefit, but Danville sticking with them. Return to sender, though, by Riley Cooper. Out and running's Brakeman. 2-on-2. Into the lane, scoops it up, but errant. And Danville escapes that. Now they have a 2-on-1. Lepley all the way to the lane. forced the shot up, and now Northmore's got a breakaway. Here comes Brinkman. Brinkman fouled and will go to the line. So a couple attempts there by both sides. That'll be the second foul on Knightselt. And to the line for a chance to tie things up is Ryan Brinkman, 2 for 3 of the day. Make it 3 for 4. 11 points for Ryan. Second leading scorer with 12.3 points. Didn't score a lot in the game against Cardington, but she didn't need to. Madi See was the one that took over. Chance to tie things back up here for the Lady Knights. Free throw up, and we are tied. Brinkman leads all scorers with 12. Back to the three-quarter court press. Skip past to Lepley. They break it again, but two Lady Devils players almost turned that over, and we're going to get a body foul. I believe that's going to go against See. It is. That's her second. Team's second. Danville got to get it in. Turns it over. Ahead to Brinkman again. Brinkman strong to the bucket. Northmor leads. Danville again breaks the press, but into a bad spot into the corner. They do get it away to the Lepley. Kendal. The Shields back to her. Now a right side three for Stotts. Doesn't go. And Cooper fights and gets the rebound. Northmor by 2, midway point of the third. She'll just turn around, take the shot, too strong, knocked out of bounds, and it will go to Danville. Substitutions for the Lady Knights is into the game. Welch as well as Wright. Another big game going on in the conference tonight. Centerburg and Loudonville. Loudonville tied with Northmor and Fredericktown with one conference loss. So that right side three long rebound stays with Danville. Centerburg, a Loudonville win, will have a four-way tie. So we get a hand check foul here. That'll be the third foul on Ryan Brinkman. That'll be the third team foul of the quarter. So a big one so early on in the KMAC, Centerburg and Loudonville. Northmor fans be rooting for the Redbirds. Shot off the side of the rim, taken away by Cooper. Brinkman, she's having a hot third quarter. Dishes it off right side, no. Offensive rebound put back, and we'll get free throws. Late call, but it was the right one, as Reagan Welch got bumped. And Lepley will get her third foul. Welch's first attempts of the night. Misses the first. On the season, Welch only a 30% free throw shooter. She's now 3 of 10 going into this one, now 3 of 11. This to make this a full one-possession lead. Nope, but a rebound by Cooper. Pass to Riley's, intercepted. Danville down by 2. Stotts. And that's going to be a travel. One too many shuffles. 11th turnover on Danville. Delana Parker, the freshman, shuffled the feet. Cooper. Errant pass, throws it away. Was looking for the pick and roll there, but nobody home. It goes out of bounds. 3:02 left here. In the third. Northmor leading the quarter by 1 point. They led by 1 at the half. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Northmor. It's still on the ground, and they will create the turnover. Cooper out and running. It's a 3-on-3. Everybody now catches up. She just throws it up, tried to get the foul, but no contact, and back comes Danville. Bit of a scoring drought for both sides here. Right side 3, short. Long rebound to Northmor, trapped and turned over. 10th by Northmor now. That shot's deflected and taken out by the Lady Knights. Home run ball, the right. Callie got it. Timeout, Taylor Tackett. Callie right onto the board now with 2 points. As you see the home run ball. And Stotts with 2 fouls. Wasn't going to try and go for the block. And it's a 4-point Lady Knight lead here in the third. Another North Central State College timeout. We have one other game currently live on the OH Report. That is the Bishop Watterson River Valley game. Let's take you there now with Jonathan Langdon on the call.
The answer for how to guard the Eagles in the paint.
Mike Mulligan primed for a big year. He knocks down the first free throw. He's one of those returners from last year's team that, of course, had a lot of seniors, a lot of graduates, a lot of high honors in the Central Catholic League, and not just there, but also all Ohioan. Mike Mulligan expected to take that.
So Bishop Watterson winning a state championship in football. Now looks like they're going to be off to a great start in basketball. River Valley, solid squad. Have high hopes again this year. Back to action. Danville down by 4. Parker back off the Knights out. Back to Parker for a 3. Too strong. Rebound out to Cooper. Out and running to Shelby. Back out to Riley for a 3. Got it. Riley Cooper with 7. 2 threes on the night. It's 36-29. Danville barely able to get it away. Parker takes it to the hole. Offensive board. Kick out. Mid-range. No. Another offensive board. Second of the possession, and it still won't lead the buckets, but they get a third offensive rebound. Knights out. Back out. Parker into the lane. She can't finish, and finally, Northmor will get it. It'll be a jump ball, but it will stay with the Lady Knights with 1 minute left in quarter number 3. Riley Cooper got, I think, hit in the face by the ball. But they call a jump ball because of it. It will stay with the Knights. Danville now will get possession to start quarter 4. Welch over the Shelby. Looking for the pick and roll, but lost the handle. Still does get it to Riley. Along the baseline, spin, jumper, short. Might have been deflected. Callie Wright forces the change of possession, so Danville gets it back. However, it now will be Northmor that will start the fourth quarter with possession. Scorer's table and the referees making sure everything's right. It is. Northmor not showing full court pressure. They will pick up man on man. Down the lane, Parker spins back out to Anderson, then to Parker again with 20 seconds left. Callie Wright, like flies on stuff right there. It's in the hands of Stotts. Back out to Parker for 3, high off the glass. Rebound by Knightzelt, kicks it back out. 15th offensive rebound by Danville. That's a rejection by Cooper, and that is how the quarter is going to end as we take a look at the replay. And yeah, got all ball there as we end quarter number 3. Lady Knights of Northmor, 8 minutes away from a 6-1 start, but Danville has something to say about it when we come back.
Feel like I should go. Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go. Feel like I should.
Back here, we'll show you what just happened as the Lady Knights right into it. Get the bucket from Brinkman to make it 16 points for her and a 38-29 lead for the Lady Knights. Underway in the fourth quarter, Travis Berardi back here at the Castle. Northmor 5-1, Danville 0-6, but Danville's had quite a few close calls. So that gets knocked out of bounds, it'll stay. Like I said, 59-52 loss to Lucas, a 61-57 loss to Mount Gilead, and a 51-47 loss to Cardington. Inbounds is taken away by Northmor. They can make this double digits for the first time tonight. See from the free throw line with the kiss, and Northmor leads by 11. Maddie's first field goal, 40-29. Deep three for Lepley's too strong, and Maddie right there with the rebound. Had a double-double against Cardington. Brinkman, great presence of mind to get the pass back over to Cooper, but she's blocked. And the Devils come out with it. They need some buckets in a row right here. Down 11. Lepley into Carter, but overthrew her. Back comes Brinkman, having herself a game. Euros gets the bucket to fall. No call either way. And a timeout by Danville. Here's the replay. Both players completely not set, so they let it go. She gets the finish. It's a 6-0 start to the quarter and a 13-point Lady Knight lead here inside the North Central State College timeout. Once again, want to say hello to everybody watching live and free tonight. Dora Brown, Phyllis Heimberger, both watching. Thank you. This will be my last girls' call until after Christmas. I'll be on the coach's corner tomorrow. I'll have Bucyrus on there. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, as you saw in the commercial, the holiday hoopla. I'll have a game at Hillsdale, and then that'll be it for me until after Santa Claus comes down to Chibney. Stotts fakes the three, gets into the lane, loses the handle, and turns it over. Maybe. Yes, it will be. It'll be a foul against Danville as well. Foul, I believe, is on Stotts. It is. That's her third. Shelby Cooper, 10 points all in the first half. Gets it over to Riley. It's been Ryan Brinkman's half. She scored 8 so far after scoring 10 in the first half. And that'll be a travel. One too many shuffles on the catch. The ball goes back to Danville down 13. Danville is a team that averages 41.7. Northmor averaging 51.7. And another turnover. Just an unforced error. Tried the no-look pass and threw it away. Northmor can really take control of this game here with a bucket. Riley backs it out. Corner of the Brinkman. Extra pass into Madi See. Post move, hooks it, but short. Good defense by Danville there, as Anderson had a great spot against her. Lepley into the corner. And turned it over again. 17th against Danville. Brinkman loses the grip. It goes out of bounds. 12th Northmor turnover. So scoring has calmed down here in the last couple of minutes after that 6-0 start. Lepley over the Wise now. Danville using 10 players so far off the bench. Nice ball fake by Anderson, kicks it back out for three. It's airballed, might have been deflected. Nonetheless, Northmor comes out with it. Approaching the midway point of quarter four, 13-point Lady Knight lead. Smith gets it back to Shelby Cooper. Looking the back door, but it's read perfectly by Lepley. She gets the steal. Good entry pass in the Knights out. Kick back out, three in the air, no. And Cooper will get it back with under 4 to play. That pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Knights. Callie Wright will check back in and give Bella Smith a breather. .352 left on the clock. Good job by Riley Cooper to get open there. Shelby into Brinkman. Nice post up, but better defense again by Anderson, as Welch had a good look. But it's for naught as Danville turns it over again. There's Shelby Cooper. She'll float it from the free throw line, and she hits. Her first points of the second half. She's got 12. 15-point Lady Knight lead with 3 minutes to go. And Riley Cooper picking that off. Somehow keeps her dribble, too. That's even more impressive. That'll be a jump ball, and it will be a change of possession and a turnover on Northmor. (44-29), the score. Danville still hasn't scored in the quarter. They've scored 4 points so far in the second half. Into the corner for Lepley, and that drought remains. Into the lane to right, kicks it out to Cooper. Good double team by Danville. Wright knocks it out of bounds. It goes back to Danville, looking for those first points of the quarter 4. Julie Gompf rooting on the Coopers and the Lady Knights. Hello, Julie. Stay tuned after the game for the First Federal Community Bank post-game show, which includes our LiUNA 12-16 MVP. Danville nearly forced the turnover, but it goes out of bounds. So it'll be an inbounds in front of the Danville bench. Nice job, knocked out of bounds by Nightzelt. And Taylor Tackett will take a timeout. This will give us a chance inside the North Central State College timeout to look back in. Final quarter, Bishop Watterson,
like
River Valley. Jonathan Langdon on the call.
River Valley, a 2-2-1. There's a one-on-one opportunity as there's a shot from Zayn as he draws another foul. Those are starting to stack up. That's the third of the quarter between both teams. Far side work, cross-court pass, Mulligan. Looking like a wide receiver right there, so maybe it is good to be in football mode here early on. But this one intercepted.
On our timeline, we'll have that one, the finish for you there is River Valley down 15 in the fourth. Entry pass intercepted, so the timeout did not work to get inbounds for Northmor. And back come the Devils. We'll get a hand check foul prior to the take. See who it's on, and it's going to be the first on Callie Wright. Only the first team foul of the fourth quarter. Both teams only one. So that's not a case so far. Stotts fakes the three, gets it to Lepley. Now to Hackman. Runner does not go. And Brinkman comes out with it. Final 1:45 of regulation. Almost stolen away. And that's off the hands of Cooper. It's a turnover. 16th Northmor turnover. So we hit 99 seconds left in this one. Stotts off to Hackman. Good entry pass inside to Parker, but she was too far underneath the hoop. Back out to Hackman for two. Parker gets the board. Back out again, left side to Lepley. Stotts into the lane. Four defenders there. It's blocked and rebounded by Northmor. And we'll go back to the Lady Knights with 1:09 remaining. Press breaker here for the Lady Knights into Shelby Cooper. Cooper gets across the timeline in time. And that will be a foul. against Lepley. That's her fourth, team second. So it's looking like the Lady Knights will indeed move to 6-1. Got to get it in. Oh! Cooper mossed the defender, but turns into an empty possession. Straight away. Now right side the Knights out. Danville still looking for its first points of the fourth. They won't get it there. Second chance though, no. Down to 23 seconds. They will pull it back out. Only 4 points scored by Danville in the second half. What a defensive effort by the Northmor Lady Knights. This one's going to run down, and they will move to 6-1. Northmor wins it 44-27 with a very impressive defensive second half. We will take a break. When we come back, our MVP interview inside the First Federal Community Bank post-game show.
Were you expecting someone else? Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report. All I want for Christmas is you to watch The Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
Well, I think the first thing I would say to recommend this school is that it's affordable and flexible. And then the program itself, I would say that it has a very diverse, broad spectrum of fieldwork and career opportunities. I think the thing that prepared me the most was having that on-site directed practice, so I could actually be in an agency working with real people. And there's a ever-growing need for social work, especially in our community here.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
time for our LiUNA 12-16 MVP. It is Northmor's second leading scorer for the season, but the leading scorer tonight, Ryan Brinkman, game high 18 points as Northmor pulls away in the second half to knock off Danville 44-29. Congratulations, Ryan. 18 points. Some of it looked easy, especially in the second half. You had 10 points in the first half, 8 points in the second half. Just what did it look like for you down there on the court?
I was just trying to run the court and just get out in front and just try to see the court good. So I was just working on finishing around the rim and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, this is kind of a contrast to the playing style you had the last couple of years. I know Coach Tackett taking over was an assistant the last few years, but it seems like she changed up, your offensive and defensive mentality and allowing you to run out and get out to, to more runs on the court. Just how much has this change benefited you guys?
It's been good. Yeah, we've definitely been more aggressive, worked more on finishing and just the small things. But yeah.
You guys held Danville to 4 points in the third quarter, 0 points in the fourth quarter. You completely shut them down in the second half. What were some of the adjustments? What were some of the things said by the coaches at the half to get you back out here? Because you guys were like a brick wall around the rim.
Yeah, just better help side and just try to stop the drive and just see the court better.
You guys now 6-1. Your lone loss was the Centerburg. You had one bad quarter, a bad third quarter against them. But this is the best start in at least recent memory for me. I tried to research the last 10, 15 years, and I could not see a better start that you guys have had. Just what has gotten into you guys this year to get off to a 6-1 start, and just what does that do for your guys' confidence to come out of the gates like this?
Yeah, we just have better chemistry this year, I think, and just more aggressive and really getting that drives, and just we've been better at that, so I'd say that.
And I mean, you keep winning like this puts you in the contention for a KMAC championship. Is this some of the expectations now that you've seen you guys out on the court for 7 games? You're seeing you're 7-1. You're able to score. Any player out there can score 10 points on a given night. You can shut a team down to 4 points in a second half. Just does that give you guys confidence? Does that give you guys some expectations to do some special things this year?
Yeah, for sure. We just need to put a game together all 4 quarters, and we have that confidence, so now we just got to keep playing with it.
All right, before I get to the shout-out portion, we're coming down to it. Only 9 days away, 8.5 days till Christmas. What would you like for Christmas? What's Santa Claus going to bring you?
Just new clothes, hopefully.
New clothes. All right. Well, we'll see if that happens. I'm guessing it might, but we'll see that in about 8.5 days. Finally, if you want to look in the camera, give some shout-outs, go for it.
Shout out to my family, my awesome teammates, and my coaches.
There you have it. Tonight's LiUNA 12-16 MVP Ryan Brinkman, a game-high 18 points as the Lady Knights are now 6-1. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back here to wrap things up inside the First Federal Community Bank post-game show where the Lady Knights of Northmor are 6-1 on the season. with a strong second half. 44-29. The score was 26-25 at the break. Danville, 4 points in the third, 0 in the fourth, as Northmor picked up the defense to get the victory. And taking a look at the final stats, rebounding, Danville 35-30 overall. They were 16-6 on the offensive board. There was 2 times where they had 3 offensive rebounds in 1 possession, but were unable to finish. And it led to the big run by the Lady Knights. 20-16 turnovers, fouls right there, and free throws. 7 made out of 12 for Northmor. 4 of 6 for the Lady Devils. Danville, led by Kenzie Stotts, finishes with 9 points. Kendal Lepley finishes with 8. Hackman, Knightzelt, Brooklyn Carter, back-to-back possessions in the third quarter where she scored to give Danville the lead. They led 29-28. That was the last time they scored, though. Northmor went on a 16-0 run to finish the game after that. Lady Knights were led, like we said, by Ryan Brinkman's 18 points. Shelby Cooper finishes with 12. Riley Cooper with 7. 3 from Madi See, 2 from Reagan Welch, and 2 from Callie Wright. Score by quarter, it was Danville 13-9 in the first, Northmor 18-12 in the second, and then, like we said, an 18-4 second half by the Lady Knights. 16-0 after trailing by 1. Next up for Danville, Friday. They will host Loudonville, while the Lady Knights on Friday head to Fredericktown. That should be a good game between those 2 squads. 44-29 is your final as we get ready to get out of here. Also, shout out KMAC Plus, who is in attendance. Always got to look at his great stuff on Instagram. I want to thank everybody who helped make things possible. Brandon Powell, as always, on the camera. Andy Bauer, our scoreboard sponsor. LiUNA 1216, our MVP sponsor. North Central State College free throw timeout sponsor. First Federal Community Bank, pregame, postgame, halftime sponsor. Northmore Athletic Boosters, our instant replay sponsor. And our commercial sponsors, Scout Construction Services, as well as the Holiday Hoopla and Spherion Mid-Ohio. I want to thank Blade Tackett and the fine folks here at Northmore High School for allowing us to be here tonight, as well as the OHSA for allowing us to stream these games to you live and free. Northmor is 6-1 out of the gates. They knock off Danville 44-29 from Brandon Powell. I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from North Bloomfield Township.